we started mosaicing, we'd never done this before. We didn't have any materials. So I'm going to go over some of the things that we've gotten and give you an idea. You pretty much have three basic types of materials for mosaicing. Ones that are more for crafts and kids' mosaic. For example, these little aubuchon, these are plastic and they have a paper backing. So it's a clear acrylic or clear plastic. Small little glass squares that you can get in all different shapes and sizes, square, triangle, diamond shaped, and you can get bags of them like this for mostly children's projects, indoor projects, little coasters and little candle holders. These are really good for crafting. They're not that expensive, and you can get things online. You can get them at regular craft stores, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. There's other kinds of glass as well. You can get these glass dots. These come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. And what you want to be careful of when you're getting these dots is you could see this glass is solid color all the way through. Some glass that you buy will not be solid. It'll be clear on top and the color's either painted on or glued on the bottom. You want those to be indoor projects, they won't fare well outdoor. So this is something called Van Gogh glass, and you can get this online, and it's extremely ornate, different colors. It's all iridescent, different colors, different patterns, different sizes. You can buy a bulk like this, or you can buy little squares of the exact color you want and clip it to the pieces and sizes that you want. That's Van Gogh, like the painter Van Gogh. And then there's other kinds of glass. This is a gold. There's real gold leaf. It's quite expensive. This is fake gold. It's clear glass, and then it's got a backing that gives it the gold. These are glass as well. These are solid through and through. These little small squares. And these come in tons of varieties of colors. And then you can also get sheets of stained glass. And this too comes in solids, comes in iridescent, comes in opalescent, and you can get these large sheets and score them and cut them to the sizes that you want. And another one that you can work in is ceramic. Now you can buy ceramic tiles, and they will come different thicknesses. These squares I bought in a store. These squares I ordered online. Okay. And these are like a Spanish tile. These are really too thick to score and cut. So these are broken up. This type of a tile, it's thinner, it scores, and it clips, and it cuts easily. So depending on the tile that you use, you'll get a tile that will cut a nice shape. You can get, nice clean squares, nice clean rectangles, depending on the tile. Give you an example like this Spanish tile. This is not a Spanish tile. This is a solid color tile, but it's a tile that's much thicker than this and much harder. And you could see when you cut it up, it doesn't break cleanly. It's hard to get a nice shape.
What was that, a plate?
No, it was a square tile.
Okay.
But it just doesn't cut as easily, depending on what kind of material, what kind of clay, and how it's been fired. Some of it will cut easily, and some of it won't cut easily. So you can use ceramic tile. And then here is a really inexpensive type of a ceramic. These are just plates. I go to thrift stores, I go to garage sales, and I just find old ceramic, old china plates. And I break them up into various pieces, sizes, and colors. These are really good for, not if you're going to do a fine project, but for rough outdoor projects, for benches, for flower pots, things like that. And they're great for background filling in. If you have a tile that's cut out nice and neatly and you're making a design of an animal, a flower, and then these are great for filling in background. And it's fairly inexpensive to buy plates. So I will buy certain things and then break them up and have them all set into pieces ready when I'm going to work on the project. Another material, because we live near the beach, So if you can get natural stone, natural glass, natural shells from the beach, we use these in some of our mosaics, especially if we're doing a scenery, like a landscape, a rocky shore, or anything that has to do with sea or ocean. We've used, I have in my bench, I have a bench that I did outside for the garden. I have a lot of seashells in the bench. And those are fine, they're free. You can pick those up. There's some other thing that I got, and I'll show you this sheet over here. You can go to a construction store, Lowe's, Home Depot, and you go to the floor tiling section, and they have a big variety of these kind of, it's a floor tile, and you can see that it's glued onto kind of like a mesh backing, and you can just pull the tiles off. And I have a whole sheet over here where the tiles are pulled off, and they make a wonderful effect. It's like a flat river rock. So this is very good for scenic, and they come all different kinds of things. This is another floor tile. This black and white one was just like the sheet with the rocks, and I just pulled the rocks off. And these nice square tiles, these are great for doing flower pots and things like that. They're very pretty. So let's go out to the other spot where we have supplies stored, and we'll show you the rest. So my husband and I, neither one of us are professional artists. We don't make items, sell anything commercially. We're not online. This is just our personal hobby for our own home, maybe some friends and family that we give things to. So we don't have a designated space that's set up as a professional studio. So our stuff's kind of spread out all over the place. These are just in our garage on our shelves, and I have quite a bit of product stored out here. As you can see, some of this is stone, some of this is glass, some of it is metal, tile, and we just rip off the tiles, rip them off the backing, clean them up a little bit, and we use them in our mosaics. So I have a wide variety of these. I have here, I have here. It just depends. I've gotten from all different stores where they will give us their samples. Some of the samples are, like these are glass. Some of them are natural stone that's polished, marble, travertine. See, these are glass, they're large pieces. So a lot of these stores are willing to give you if they have a scrap box. I have more here. As you can see, I have a ton of these products that I've gotten. These are all discontinued samples, and they just give us the sample boards. Sometimes, as I said earlier, this is a discontinued sample of a very elaborate real stone. Now we've pulled these little stones off and used them individually. See, and here's another one. This is a sample board with real stone.
It's beautiful.
I have all kinds of things that I've already pulled off or purchased, glass, tone, style, ceramic that I've cut up. Mason jars are great for storing. These are plastic mason jars I buy online. I save all my old jars now. This is a Jif peanut butter that I washed out, got it really clean. This ceramic tile, you can see here's all my plates that I use for breaking up into ceramic tile. As you can see, this is a date container, so start saving all your old containers. Here's a cashew container. Any plastic container that you can see through, even if it's colored, and see what you have stored in there. It's great for storing your supplies. So I have these are some ceramic tile that I've purchased online, what you can purchase online, and also get in stores. These are ceramic tile. We also got online with an actual company that sells supplies for mosaics, for fancier, high-end mosaic products, and all the stone is real stone. None of it is fabricated. It's just real stone that's been cut into different shapes, different sizes.
We have some mosaics that are just stone.
Yeah. So we'll show you that. This is a little pricey to buy this kind of stuff.
Right.
So you want to use it for special projects. We're going to show you a table that we made that was our first large and most professional up-to-date project that we had done, that is all used with this real stone tile, and it looks like a Roman mosaic, like an old Roman mosaic. So you get stone, you get ceramic, you get glass, you get combinations of things. you get metal. So the most important thing for you to know is deciding, first of all, what your projects can be. What size project am I making and where am I going to put it? Because projects that are going to go outside in your yard require different kinds of material, different kinds of adhesive that will stand up to the elements, and that you will almost always grout them as well, and there's different kinds of grout. A project that's more of like a piece of art that's going to hang on your wall or sit on a table can be different size, smaller pieces, different material, it's different glue, it doesn't always have to be grouted. So before you start buying or picking out materials, you got to pick a project and start with a project, and then just get what you need for that project and then go from there.
Okay. We good?
Yeah.